Yeah, what's poppin'? It's your boy Smith. Hey, yo, check it out, man. Before I start, you already know, @gang, what up? I just want to shout out and salute and say thank you for your support to all the @gang members. Everybody on YouTube, we dropping this battle just to show y'all what goes on the Urltv app. This is Saga versus Dot. You know what I mean? This is a battle that we shot a while ago, but you know what I mean? I'm just giving y'all a little sample of what you got to look forward to when you become a Urltv member. You know what I'm saying? If you subscribe, you know what I mean? You're going to see a bunch of battles just like this on the Urltv app. So, you know what I'm saying? Make sure, you know what I mean, you tap in with the movement. You know what I mean? Yesterday, I know on a premiere page, I seen, you know what I'm saying, Twerk versus J2. We was going to release that for YouTube, but like, you know what I'm saying, we had a little, you know, situation with YouTube. They didn't want to clear it. So we working closely with them trying to get that situation resolved. As soon as we do that, we're going to be releasing that battle on YouTube as well, just to show y'all what's going on the Urltv app. Battle rap lives on the Urltv app. $7.99 a month, subscribe, be a part of the movement so you can stay in tune what's going on with the battle rap culture. You understand what I'm saying? And to all my @gang members, y'all already know what it is. You know, Santa Claus smack coming through. I'm about to drop a batch of battles, you know what I'm saying, in the next couple of weeks for all the @gang members. So y'all already know, stay tuned. You already know I appreciate the patience. You know what I'm saying? We working, and you already know we at it. Like, you know what I mean? We never left, so let's get it popping. It's your boy Smack, man. Follow the innovators, never the imitators. You can't copy, respect. You already know. Salute. Happy holidays. It's your boy Smith. Let's get it. Yeah.
You're watching Battle Rap's World Leader. URL. You can't copy, respect.
When you get on the roof, there's no crowd reaction. You can't sway the crowd with your punchlines or your performance. You just have to out-rap me. Now it's about a build-up, or what is this person saying? What's the theme throughout this battle?
It brings something new to the culture. It brings that street feel back. It brings like this realness to it. It's just real, authentic battle rap.
I mean, obviously we have history. You know, we have a long-standing rivalry. This particular battle happening on the rooftop during this particular time, where I think that we're both at our peaks, I would say. It's just perfect timing. Just makes a lot of sense.
It's about time. URL done brought the sensei back. Christian Mingle. On guard, they done met they match. You should have told Dot this was his death day, Smack. It's more than rap, almanac. Let's stay facts. This ain't the plot of Juice. So reenactments is what we not gonna do. This time the Bishop on the roof, I got the drop on you, and it's gonna get ugly now. To make sure his will's involved, I isolated myself from those I love to adjust these sounds. Literally, push my cast away for time to hand blood these rounds. Now look at what we found. They done matched the comedic science versus the fate that can sever the head of giants. Well, at least it's how the streets said it. Look, off top, I rock with you, but what I've been through more cutthroat compared to where B headed. It's been 4 years. I really hope the rhymes is tight for this kind of fight. The perfect way to see how you combat the gospel light when you're gospel light, or you conscious, right? Well, being woke don't make you dope or mean compared to energy that I got tonight. All them shots and mean mugs on caffeine really got me hype. I hope Sunny Vaz, I'm at Dot every round on sight. Look like the buffer signs that came with pressure. Caitlyn Jenner, don't mistake me for the mother guys. I'm done with lies. Downplaying my career like I'm a passive threat to the wrath percent. I'll leave you paranoid. Spend the rest of your life alert if you think come medical assist if I'm at your neck. Push my buttons. I'll make sure you stay true to yourself when the doctor's around. So all I know is you'll be in ICU, woke, then someone conscious or wear a hospital gown. I'm dropping you now. All them shots on the tube really tried my patience, but the test was insightful. All cause you took IV and vein blood. All that disrespect for the Bible. Wait, one minute you a comedic disciple, then it's text for your rivals. Next time you go in and out of consciousness, it's gonna be EMT checking your vitals. Look how they hyped you. Like Dot killed a Crip on this roof. And I'm in for a slaughter now. That wasn't even the same nitty I took shots with when he's sparking pounds. So before you act like you handled 3 rounds of rum, it was watered down. But that's why you seen as a goat. But well done. That kind of talk is rare when there's a lot at stake. No time for the vegan approach. They believe in your quotes. All this hype from your fans gave you a reason to gloat, and you hold on to it in hopes that beat can be a beacon of hope to address the nation. Like we must rise above the fear of the man and detach from trepidation in a separate school of thought that can only be found in blacks like segregation. Bring forth their desolation. Question, where was all this energy when guardians of the culture neglected payments? Stressful, ain't it? Stressful, ain't it? Stricken by the pain that oppressed our people for generations. Devastation. Another black man robbed by the white for his reparations. You see, that's why in the end I have reservations. What you say is fraud. Verse low, so I watch you two fight as you try bull to convey your boss. Straight facade. Styles I invent or a few reasons I'm an ace when the faith involved. All that African paint to end up in a bag when nature calls. Save your dog. This ain't that 2014 saga with basic bars. Every battle I've had since I've evolved, dog wins, and I'll show you levels to aping, Charles. Then it's a grade for y'all. I'm ensuring a plot. It's gonna be more than my op when you claim the loss to a rank protagonist. My second time on the roof to reclaim the savageness. I became a strategist, cause first I hit called in it B2, we playing battleship. I came to bag him quick, so be prepared, cause if Sensei vibe, I make it hard to even leave from here. You either getting 3-0 or Danny's son versus War, a 21 you haven't seen in years, so go ahead with them God angles. Try me for army. First round, just caught another body for the body.
Rapping ability, I don't think there's a battle rapper in battle rap that raps better than me. Wow. It's been one hell of a storyline, but here's where the saga ends. After this, it ain't no way you can go on. Look, I'ma head straight to the point and leave crosses burning, flaming on your lawn, and I got a couple niggas with me that'll come through with the... Albo, wait up a minute. Hold on. Just catching my breath. The fuck you expect when I've been chasing a nigga for so long and it was so wrong? B-Dot gotta go through the proving ground. How that sound? You can't make arrangements telling me to grow when your rank has never been seeded. You just another battle rap industry plant. Based on that fact, you probably figure we never be meeting, but like you top tiering and I'm down here and I gotta climb levels to reach it. B-Dot gotta go through the proving all these repetitive speeches. With the standards you set for this match, they've been met and exceeded. I always figured a nigga named LeBron could get the point that a PG never was needed. They said you believed it when they told you was God sent to rock a stage. Will come rage against the machine in the mosh pit. I was raised to pull up on niggas, work out how to arm lift. My father had me around bloods. They taught me how to be a dog, wipe any gun clean at the palm grip. See, my father was a king. It was all foreseen. They would never get the Paul Prince. I'm all sick. These bullets I've been holding on for you, I done built a special bond with. They become a part of my extended family. I'm talking long clips, peep the comparison, biblical narrative. I'm about to let my people go and split shit with a long stick. I must admit, for you to even take this trip and engage in this war, you a brave soldier. But you're about to go AWOL. A-Ward and friends gonna find him slumped on the roof. Either that or the hangover. Remain sober. I can haul off on you, or send shots at you bitches like I don't know who to hit. Loso, my bro, so he ain't got nothing to do with this. If I shoot and miss, then I'm swinging back round. Hula hips, I'm trying to put a pin to the body like a voodoo witch. If I see you and your crew, I mean Ward and Hims on either side of you, I'm shooting shit. I saw your gang and took it as a sign. Put 2 down, then 1 in the middle like a Hoover Crip. The foolishness is why the Ruger spits. You getting shot after shot after shot, I'm just dumping the clip. I mean, figuratively speaking, you about to be as drunk as can get. I gotta make this clear. I mean, absolute. I'm tired of hearing Rum wasn't 100%. Look, I'm done with this shit. All the comparisons, it seems when the lens on him, these haters wanna block y'all focus. We'll bring Lux on the roof. Y'all still think I copycat? Yeah, I'ma knock off loaded. You not gonna notice. URL trying to shelf you, I'm here to help you. I mean, look around, you can see the proof exists. I mean, when a nigga trying to hide or get rid of something, don't he normally roof the shit? The tool is gripped. I'ma load it and dump it, sniping down from the roof at you and your woman. I aim at her belly, pow, let a hollow tip go through her button. Now her whole stomach swollen for nothing. She looked like she expected, but the whole time she ain't know it was coming. You know that I'm gunning. At this false biblical prophet that'll put a lyrical contest before a spiritual conquest. You let North say we couldn't war. I was trying to come straight here without having to deal with the process, but you sidestepped. You hid behind the politics and the gossip. The gospel became secondary to a deposit. Holy Trinities turned to menages. Didn't your God get tempted in the desert? You took the desert and started wetting. Guess you ain't get the lesson on how to deal with mirages, but we gotta acknowledge, without you ducking and dodging, veering in lanes, I never would've hit traffic and impacted on such a serious stage. You the reason why Kennedy got assassinated. I must admit, I was wild that day. Full of fury and rage, I dissed URL, and let's just say you're responsible for one of the greatest battle rap rounds we'd ever hear in this age. All because you couldn't follow my directions on the map. Question the app, now look where you at. God works in mysterious ways. This is a coming of age. You've admitted your sin. Say, is that the reason why you run with the name? Because you mastered baiting, fishing as a Christian, but had to let it ring in order for us to engage when nothing has changed. Every other battle, you still dumping the gauge. That's not your calling. We don't know who to contact. This saga, ain't you supposed to be saved? Or fuck you, let's spray. I let the shotty bang him, or I bring in the baby. Dumping shit, potty training, I'm on the roof. Stacking corpses, Tower of Babel, body language. While I'm silent aiming. Sneak in with the weapon, see him and his brethren. Whoever backs up the past to get chopped in half. Brief history lesson. You know what I'm repping. This that black African power. And if these is your last days saga, then this is your last hour.
The biggest battles in the culture live in one location, the Urltv app.
Yeah, I'm about to wild on this nigga, man. They talking about.
Sign up and become a member today for only $7.99 and get access to the biggest battle rap library in the world. The Urltv app. Don't get left behind. URL, the worldwide leaders of MC battle culture. You can't copy respect.
This conversation has had to happen for almost 4 years.
You're the seed is strong. When this was booked, I read into your elementary cadence on how your speech is drawn. He figured if Dot bounce on the words, then y'all can keep along, but our people's wrong. You move like this, the idea is to get a few balls popping to confuse y'all watching. Yeah, this pro-black, but go viral for saying nonsense. You Umar Johnson, I'll shoot y'all. Boy, I'll shoot y'all. Nah, I don't need a gun to make a difference. Because if I drew it, lead to a casket like the Undertaker entrance. See, when LeBron coming at you, the right hook, leave more scars than it has to. Switch the guard to distract you. Arm swinging. You don't know if I lift these paws to attack you or the referee call for a travel, but you don't want to see me violent. Discredit Oops for giving us a legislative chance and not criticizing that man behind the branch, but not when Geechee hiding. If these keep flying, 1, 2, 1, 2 with a repeat time and beep, beep, then BB whining. I pulled off, bumping BB whining. You see me trying to discredit that St. Louis hero for his mental trials, but something wasn't sitting right. To attack Superman brain, he act like he said tripping as blood became a kryptonite. Oops overcame adversities. Dealing with mental fatigue that led to a strong mind. Traumatizing issues that led to suicide attempts. And you turn that into a punchline? Well, you self-righteous, kelp biting, look at your people strive through depression but never help fighting. You just trifling. I know people that read Laws of Power while feeling loss of power, being mentally woke but still felt lifeless. That's a big confliction. But you so focused on our ancestors like depression is easy, but in all cases can be a fixed condition. What they want to do and what their mind registers is a mixed collision. So what's the point of being woke if your pineal gland has astigmatism, but you missed the vision? Worrying about another mind you meant damage to for a heightened rise. Because every time they bring up bronze statue, metal in with hopes to be idolized. But me, I never stressed the cred. I'm a youth leader, help kids in the system who have been left for dead. Plus, I work in multiple schools for 3 years with kids that's in special ed, where I connect youth well. I'm talking constant struggles with cognitive functions that feel like giants compared to stress you felt when the hell you helped. Oh, I get it. You speak profound to crowds in your rounds because the end result gets you wealth. You worried about the conscious community. I'm helping these black kids with their mental health to seek what they couldn't touch. I look to them, but think of you when I speak on reasons to put them up. I see their grades and tell my students aim higher. B isn't good enough. Your talking is cheap. Your talking is cheap. Through pretty words, you learn how to harness deceit and target the weak. That's why I see the flaws in your speech. But a shepherd with no direction is just as lost as the sheep. And I substituted y'all credit for validity if God said it. So y'all can say I use my faith as a crutch. Just know my steps were never prosthetic. Boy, I brought methods. I brought methods. Ain't no benefits to trying me. You can't compare Mr. Butler to these menace to society. One who only put in years in his community versus one who only gives minutes to society. Oh, you trying me? Well, the hunt is on. This speech getting old, dog, but you getting chalked up with it. Look, I figured you bring up being black in America, but all this talk about Kansas the reason Charles doesn't get it. Your cause just shifted. You involved in a problem that's truly stressing you. Even Dot plays a part in the system. It's Dewey Decimal. I'm checking you. Ain't no need to compare. Weigh out the options, brother. It's easy to look down on you. Straight out of Compton cover. Writing this, I had to stop and utter. It's easy to look down on you. Straight out of Compton cover. Writing this, I had to stop and utter. Disbelief of the recent passage. Senseless murders. Rest in peace, Ahmaud, Breonna, and Floyd. Filling the gap between justice and just us based off the color of our skin, hoping that God fill the void. How my logic destroyed. Thinking of George and that crooked cop made me want to attempt to approach with vengeance at you. Because the way they murdered him is way more than a social distance battle. We need to stop killing. But before I go, I need to make a comment where these racist cops that made a comment at. We lean on God for peace that surpasses, but still tired of serve passive from the peace when the shots dispatch. Little kids growing up heartless because the life of mom and pops was snatched. We need change, but metal rounds in the clip hold different cycles for whites and colors like the laundromat. We need to remain steadfast, but still socially aware of the construct used to divide the pack. I will not relax, because prosperity preaching don't help subside the fact. Faith is dead without works. So any prayer I say, got a 9-to-5 attached. I'm on the block with cats, like God got your back. So I see no fault in you wanting to protect your family, holding Glocks and straps. I get props to that, but the problem is that we become so fueled by vengeance on our own, we forget to leave it at the throne. We got God for that. So tell the cops to track. If you ain't trying to deal with mob attacks, swinging locks and bats, constant scraps, until we feel like our spot's intact, the homies stop dropping blacks. Then what your ancestors got for that? But go ahead with them God angles. Try me for a homie. I just have to speak from the heart. Still a body for the body.
Just fluidity, just cadence, delivery. I don't think there's a battle rapper that does that better than me.
But you were suicidal. Couldn't gamble with life. Ready to turn in your chips and dip when you saw how your cards was dealt. Didn't want to play your hand. Well, listen, I understand as a man trying to dodge his guilt, but you had to call DNA when you was ready to decay. I guess you felt like your God couldn't answer your call for help. Well, maybe he did, Saga. See, life is about balance. You turned yourself on. He just wanted you to off yourself. My thoughts is felt with my partners who live off the streets and die off them. Where OG give you the game, whether they pass the mouthpiece or they slide choppers. And it's always a snitch from the clique. You know, the type to provide coppers to try and knock us. There was a nigga named Robert from my set. He commentated on a game. It was so much change, Bob Costas. And you wanted the same, Saga. That state of mind you're not mentally far from. We should have took the sign from your crew and then knew you would eventually cross them. Your memory's awful. How foul is it to forget who put it all on the line and gave you the shot for the free throw? I mean, DNA pushed buttons to put you in the game like a cheat code. He sat you down, taught you how to rap with elite flow, and now you punching from different angles. Lomenchenko, oh, this Negro don't think we know. While you left the X and went for the Christian endorsement. You wanted a trade, so you forced it. You couldn't ball with that team, so you quit. Went with the forfeit, right in with niggas who don't sound off. Well, of course it's starting to make sense. Hence, a nigga with no voice wanted to go to the Horsemen. Oh, this is important. You picked that clique so you could be the favorite pastor, the sensei. You gotta watch these mutant ninjas. When they flip, the transformation is faster. You heard it was rappers, Christians spitting with half shells and figured, well, that contradiction it matched up. So this Splinter Cell saw them jail and said, oohs, this rock can be mastered. You see how it backs up? The point like one off the bench when I said you like a snitch like Robert from my clique when I mentioned the past, bruh? See, that's that punch that made you bob, but it landed and further expanded on when you weasel out of a situation. It's in relation to all of that rat stuff. I'm just giving you facts, bruh. You a disloyal, frigid nigga. You started off with the trash like a kid that come from Brenda. Then you get with the X. Next thing we know, you now mission with contenders. But you wouldn't have nobody if the DNA didn't say you had conviction of a killer. Who's realer? You a K. On stage with him, you never say that the spotlight mine. That's a nigga you know you couldn't outright rhyme. During the conversations, your name was a little lit, but when sun came up, you couldn't outshine shine. So it's an outright lie. When you try to convince us you went with the Christians because they had it on lock in a safe space, you wanted to stay with the ex, but got caught cheating with niggas and couldn't get by with a straight face. You straight fake. Make up your mind. Where's your foundation? You faith-based? You gonna change the world swinging arms to create fire rounds? That's a strange way. Why you lane change? In different vehicles, we don't know what's your main drive. As a Christian, you're supposed to introduce the niggas in your crew to the same God. Then why Sean still bang 5? Why DNA still spray knives? If the Holy Ghost working through you, I guess we gotta catch it when it's happening, cause you don't save lives, it's the same God who used to be peace. Till we gave metal to the beast, then it's low gun, blade knives. That's not your character. With the X-Men, you should have been professing wheelchair if you change minds, but you praise God and come on, man. But you waste time and praise God by joining a team full of other preachers. You were supposed to turn K-Shine from the blood that squeezes to the one covered in the blood of Jesus. What a weakness. To condemn those who don't believe what you believe in, saying our bodies gotta burn. You can't throw rocks living in a glass house. It's still some things you gotta learn, like how to bank on one crew. But you had 2 accounts you tried to merge. What would Jesus do? Well, he left his crew. But he gave up his life savings as an investment, then blessed them with a promise of return. Now that's a word, and it's that black African power.
The biggest battles in the culture live in one location, the Urltv app.
Yeah, I'm about to wild on this nigga, man. What are they talking about?
Sign up and become a member today for only $7.99 and get access to the biggest battle rap library in the world. The Urltv app. Don't get left behind. URL, the worldwide leaders of MC battle culture. You can't copy respect.
You gotta deal with the Wrath of Sensei Saga.
Your luck's up, friend. Jesus ain't white, so if trying to tarnish what's set in stone is your goal, then try to adjust what blends. I don't care if you drop African or blood diamonds. With all them black jewels gone, it leads me to get at 'em with uncut gems. Cause when B's rapping, and say I rep that centric ideology, he's capping. I never claimed that European title, Steve Blackman, but whatever you can do, stick to it. This ain't whitewash, the pen jot different. This that African pre-Catholicism biz rock Christian. It's been my mission. The preacher's love in the ring, my soul is banked on it. What he did spared me way before the Roman reign started. This ain't for the faint-hearted. We waited 4 long years for this convo. And that's my word, God. So make a decision. Choose you this day whom ye shall serve. God, is your ancestor over godly, or is it Kemetic orthodoxy? Since traffic, I wonder where your heart's indebted. But since gypped you for the win, God, let's start with Kemet. The gods, the essence, the marks, the presences. All pretentious from a dude who's all pretentious. You ain't never caught the lessons. Like, do you know why the 10 plagues was sent to Pharaoh for being disobedient? It was more to it. It wasn't just for all the slaves to be free again. It was a subtle flex on every Egyptian god you believe in. Let's start with Happy. It was a subtle flex on every Egyptian god you believe in. Let's start with Happy, god of the Nile. Blood dropped into each wave. Amin-Ra, your sun god. He brought darkness for 3 days. Isis, she deals with health. But when boils hit, she wasn't down for your posse. And what's funny is you battled Low Sword and me. You even took some painful rounds for the body. How could you stop me? Through your ancestors in the sky? Well, you tap into their aura and get the sparring? The last time Dot traced back to the stars was kindergarten. Let's end the talking. I understand you want to praise them for paving the way, but that's considered being wholeheartedly grateful. I find it odd that he praised you. Any ancestor you worship's not a god, he an angel. Charlie, be thankful. We waited 4 long years for this convo. And that's my word, Dot. So make a decision. Choose you this day whom ye shall. Ain't you blood? All this talking down to other people, I had enough of that. Got the nerve to criticize Nitty like, can we get a little conviction of where your gun is at? You got the nerve to down talk another man's life while yours is under wraps because you shunned the fact. Tell him, your name is Charles Burnley. You went to Oregon State University on a scholarship as a running back. Yeah. Huh? Yeah. So before the leg bursting, it was, oh, my head hurting. The cred worthy. You got benched for your grades, went to Pyro gangs, which explains the hand signs of being red-shirted. It's been revealed.
That's hard. That's hard.
It's been revealed. Before you gave us the Kimmett Fields, you would scrimmage drills, but lost your scholarship due to lack of your academic skills. See what his pen conceals? That's the only reason you in the field and not in the field. You went from dreams of being Emmitt Smith to preaching Emmett Till. It's getting real. Huh? Huh?
That's hard.
Keep talking. Keep talking.
That's hard. That's hard.
You went from dreams of being Emmitt Smith to preaching Emmett Till. It's getting real. But them football dreams make sense to the beloved comparisons that most following. You know, because you revere his plays and studied the formations, thinking off the snap, Lutz will pass you the co-following. There's no tolerance. Even in Kemet, it makes sense to how you build with your team. You went from doing drills with cones to running pyramid schemes. I put it into your dreams. You became enlightened after failing your other playing routes. So of course you went Pan-African. Your career choices never panned out. See what this man about? Now it's Pan-Africanism to attack a religion. Like Alexander Crummell and Marcus Garvey wasn't leaders in your movement that raised the flag as a Christian. That don't add to suspicion. All these contradictions are finally being brought to light. Because in your third verse, Swave, you said you had Garvey's heart. But how? When Garvey had a heart for Christ, you dead lost. Doing sacrifice, we're insured by the nails in his wrist as he bled off. But he trying to tell y'all the blood don't apply on a red cross, but there's trust given. Son tripping. Trying to compare his pain we went through with us, like, oh, the struggle with us different. Like Christ wasn't a black man wrongfully convicted by a corrupt system. It wasn't just prison. With them whips, they gave us backlashes, they towered. The attack lasted for hours. But he rose on the third day. Now that's black African power. It's my debut. It was my debut that fed the narrative for the clout that you seek. Don't you worship Egyptian animals? Good. Then bow to a beast. I'm the Jordan of your career with a powerful speech. So if Horus grant you a plate, the gold allowed you to eat. So it's best surrender. So you best surrender. Ask Beasley. If I ain't called you out 2014, they would have moved on to the next contender. My 16s put Dot on the map like he a sex offender. This your next agenda? Rapping on this stage with no fans, like what you spit's appealing. You battled JC in front of the masses and missed the feeling. Every other stage they gave you flopped and resisted killing. So of course they call you rooftop, Dot. You hit your ceiling. So when you spit some desecration, there's a hint of hesitation. And if these are my last days, believe when your slogan was bit from Revelation. It's way too shifty. It's way too shifty. We finally scratched, and it's the thanks you get me when my faith moves quickly. So if this is my last hour, that gave me 60 minutes to take you with me. So just know, you're gonna need a lot more to beat me than just flowing nice. You can lose your heart in the ring if you look that on in life. You can't stop me. Only the spirit can move me, like a poltergeist. We got a bigger fight now, but I'm just praying that your soul is right.
All right. Good luck. Yeah, you got an uphill fight here, brother. So good luck.
Praise Jesus, Saga. But as a Christian spitting, you supposed to give us past the raps. We can't just move past the fact that you've chose to play a leading role in this massive act. We all watch as the story unfolds. I mean, it's told on a widescreen plasma flat, and we got to gas, watching a breath of fresh air go to an asthma attack. First it was Jesus this, and his dad is that. And now it's gospel raps about gas that clack. You can't prove his existence, and that's just that. In fact, who's the only nigga we've ever seen carry a cross and get worshipped? Hey, I think you can answer that. This is the master class. Lyrically teaching chemistry on how alchemy's made. You wasn't up in the lab to turn into work, so how can we grade? You forgot your history, hence why he's a nigga with no memory that's proud to be saved. Another student that's always truant, no wonder you about to be late. This is a part of my fate. Pardon your faith. I mean, I don't believe he rose, so he thought he could place me here as the villain. The comedic blood. Well, y'all right. Cause if I see niggas stacking, I'm getting to the point like pyramid building. I'm just here for the killing. Why young illin? All these action words, verbs from a hitman hollering, you'll straight pull a trigger. I mean, with every battle you getting more dirty. We thought you was a St. Louis, not a St. Louis nigga, but I figure. Here's where the angle shifts. Here's where the angle shifts. I know a young brother that used to babysit for a Christian family who worked late nights at the church. I'm talking crazy shifts, and they lived in a war zone, a place where the Bloods was engaged with Crips. And one night, while he was babysitting, they came through spitting and sprayed some shit. The strays, they went through the house, almost got the baby hit, but he jumped in front of the bullets, rocked his dome, caved his shit, and he didn't believe in God. See, right there is the crazy flip, because while the parents was out praying to a God that they claim exists, the baby gets his salvation through an atheist. That's why I hate this shit. These pretentious Christians insisting Yahweh is heaven. We confront y'all about the gun bars, then this is self-defense. Where in the Bible does it state that I can't spray a weapon? Well, when you judge me on my old guns that still spray in seconds, put it on the same scale when you weigh the efforts. Like your old book, my old gun. We both use ancient text to convey a message. I know your essence. Nigga, I know your essence.
That was good. That was really good.
You was giving me them football lessons. I know your essence. The antidepressants, the Adderall during your early adolescence when you tried to deal with depression. You felt boxed in, couldn't get off the ropes, pinned down. Subconsciously, that's probably why you fell in love with the wrestling, but you needed a best friend. And here come mythical Jesus with a moral compass to give you direction. Well, if God gave you the building block, why you have a hard time putting up the erection? This is just a perspective. I mean, this is just a perspective. We gonna need return on our religious investment, because you Christians claim your God exists because you pray for shit, then it gets manifested. Well, then I got a question. If a nigga pray to Allah and receiving his blessings, doesn't that validate the existence of his God by him saying that his prayer is effective? I know you'll try to deflect it and say some shit like, well, even if he pray to Allah, he just don't know. That's my God that's make the connection. So we ain't gotta call Jesus' name. We could dial up any deity and he taking the message. Man, this shit is pathetic. No, bro, me and Loso was Christianity versus Comedics. This is me sneaking back on the plantation, hacking into my fellow Africans' brain to erase all of the data that masses embedded. I gotta break shit down so the masses can get it. Matter of fact, give me your greatest punchline where you said and you actually meant it. Cause drowning niggas in holy water, that's not you, Saga, and you have to admit it. We both got backlash from the critics. These battle rap fans is attracted to gimmicks, but don't even listen. It don't make no difference. Most of these niggas don't even know what they want till we give it. You supposed to live through the spirit. Cause they gon' kill me first and let you live. Cause that same cracker that had his knee on George Floyd's back once sat in the church and prayed to the same God that you did. So this is too sick. Cause over me, you'll pick your fellow white Christians. We ain't gotta ask, will he lynch us? Come on, man. Over me, you'll pick your fellow white Christians. And we ain't gotta ask, will he lynch us? And went from nooses to cuffs, from sheets to badges. I see no difference, but here's my vision. I'm extending my hand. As a truce between our two, I'm extending my hand. Okay. As a truce between our two divisions. Your God's existence is not more important than us coming together to fight this system. That's my mission. And it's that black African power. And though time is ticking, my brother Saga, this is not our final hour. Love, bro.
That's the round, man.
Fire right there, man. Them niggas went to motherfucking war, man.
The biggest battles in the culture live in one location, the Urltv app.
Y'all about to wall on this nigga, man.
Sign up and become a member today for only $7.99 and get access to the biggest battle rap library in the world. The Urltv app. Don't get left behind. URL, the worldwide leaders of MC battle culture. You can't copy respect.